They don't really get these things too far wrong, do they? Particularly when we look at big money transfers. Alisson Becker, huge success. Virgil van Dijk, huge success. This video is being brought to you with thanks to our friends at Surfshark. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to not only browse the internet entirely anonymously, but also very securely. Surfshark will secure your data with industry-leading measures using uncrackable encryption and the most secure VPN protocols. One subscription with Surfshark will work across all of your devices. I use it for unlocking things like American Netflix. We also use it if we want to watch our Canadian DAZN account and a couple of other bits and pieces. The good news is you can get 83% off. That's right, I did say 83% off. And an additional 3 months free using the Anfield Agenda link in the description. They've also got a really credible and unique 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like Surfshark, it doesn't meet your needs, which I'm going to be honest with you, it will and you won't. But if you do, if you want to change, Surfshark give you 30 days to change your mind. Why not give Surfshark a try? You'll be supporting us here at Anfield Agenda and you'll be treating yourself to the best VPN provider out there, bar none. 6-year deal is great. Yeah, look, we'll get stuck into that. So, right, where are we with Darwin Nunez? Well, look, as per everybody, Fabrizio Romano, Paul Joyce, whomever your favourite journalist is for this stuff, he will sign a 6-year contract. And that is something that caught us all off guard, by the way. That detail, as per Fabrizio Romano, was only ironed out yesterday, apparently. So we had all thought and reported on a 5-year contract for Darwin Nunez at Liverpool. It will be a 6-year deal. As per Fabrizio yesterday, there was a little bit of a change. So that's great. Happy, no problem with that. The fee, which is signed off on now, will... I suppose, look, you can kind of think of it as €100 million. Really, there's not much difference at this point. I'll go through the details of it. It is going to be a £64 million initial fee, which is about €75 million. Add-ons of £12.8 million on appearances, and then there's another £8.5 million on potential team success add-on. So Liverpool preparing the medical for tomorrow. Usually, if my memory is correct, it's the Spire Hospital Liverpool do that in. Nunez currently in Madrid, but will travel to the UK for his medical and all of that stuff tomorrow. So again, like we've been saying, like everyone, to be fair, everyone's been on the same page for this. Whatever journalist your favourite is, whether it's Fabrizio, whether it's Paul Joyce, whomever, we're all on the same page, numbers wise. It's done, as we've been saying all week, because everyone's been reporting on all week. It's done. And there was one part that Fabrizio put in actually that I liked. So Fabrizio tweeted out earlier on to say, here we go, confirmed, Darwin Nunez to Liverpool. Deal done yesterday, meeting in Portugal. Darwin now in Spain. Medicals tomorrow in England. Contract until 2028, 6-year deal. Liverpool will pay €80 million plus 20 million in add-ons. But the last line was my favourite, never been in doubt. Good man, Fabrizio, we love that. Never been in doubt, my friends. It's always great to hear that a signing wants your club, like, has a single-mindedness that I want to go and play for whoever your club is. Like for me, obviously it's Liverpool, but yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with it. Still no word on the number that I'm aware of, but you know, we'll bring you that as and when we get it. Time to change the formation now, said Kane. It's really interesting, buddy, isn't it, to see if we will change the formation. You would imagine that we will. Yeah, but look, I can't come on here and tell you Liverpool are going to change formation because, you know, I'm not in Kloppo's coaching staff. Yeah, Kloppo, I'm available. That's all I'm saying. I'm available. Yeah, just call me, like, I don't know, Pep Linder's bitch. That'll do me. I don't know. Get me in there, Kloppo. But yeah, I do think it's fairly reasonable to expect that we might see a tweak in system. To a 4-2-3-1 or whatever, a 4-2-1-3 or whatever way you want to describe it. I would imagine now that we're bringing in a proper number 9, we'll probably see a little tweak, all right. Do you think of enough midfielders if we switch to a 4-2-3-1? Well, I don't mean to be a prick in saying this, but if we switch to a 4-2-3-1, we're kind of playing with 2 midfielders instead of 3. So it depends what way we utilise the one that will be central behind the striker. So I would imagine we'll probably see, if we switch to a 4-2-3-1, you know, Jota or Carvalho or Firmino in that hole behind. If I was to have a real guess at this right now, back four wouldn't change. It would be 2 of 3 in midfield. So whether it be Fabinho, Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, Keita, Fabinho, I don't know. Then we'd move to probably Salah wide right. Somebody in the centre behind. I don't know if it'll be Carvalho immediately because he'll have to get up to speed. Probably Jota or Firmino. Or maybe you could even move Thiago a little bit further forward. I don't know. And then left side, obviously, Lucho Diaz. I know that there are going to be people on the outside who will be talking shit about Darwin Nunez. They will be talking shit about Liverpool. They'll be talking crap around Darwin Nunez. They'll be telling us we were ripped off. They'll be telling us... They'll be doing everything under the sun to try and undermine your enjoyment of this transfer. Don't let them. Quite simply, don't let them. You know, I know, and deep down, they all know that Jurgen Klopp, that Pep Linders, that our recruitment team, Julian Ward, the rest of the Liverpool scouts as well, they don't really get these things too far wrong, do they? Particularly when we look at big money transfers. Alisson Becker, huge success. Virgil van Dijk, huge success. And I would suggest that they view Darwin Nunez as, it's hard to say an undervalued asset because we are paying the guts of €100 million for the kid. But I think they just feel he is the fit for us. And there's obviously, outside of the footballing side of this, we know Jurgen Klopp likes to look into the mental side of the player, the background of the player, and make sure that he won't come in and destabilise the dressing room. So I have no worries around Nunez fitting in. And I don't think Jurgen Klopp would have signed him if he had any doubts. Now look, every football transfer is a risk. There's no gimmies in the world. Well, there's a few. There's a few gimmies, to be fair, but there's very few at this level. So I'm pretty damn happy. This is what gets me about opposition fans, right? When Manchester City signed Haaland, there wasn't a Liverpool fan, a United fan, a Chelsea fan, nobody that I could think of that didn't go, shit, that was a good signing. The numbers added up. It made sense. And you just thought, oh, that's a big signing. That's a big signing. You know, we had that emotional ties, obviously, because his father played for Man City. There's pictures of Haaland as a kid, you know, wearing his little Manchester City outfit. And you just thought, oh, you know, and I said it at the time. Go back and watch any content I made at the time. I said, I'm the first one to have a pop at Manchester City or PSG. But not this time. Not this time. And I was very consistent about it. They sold Ferran Torres. They've cleared some money off the books. And they've gone out there and they've paid the transfer fee, which is a buyout clause of £51 million. I'm not sure the exact number in agents' fees. I think it's around about 40 million or something like that. And the wages are the wages for City. If they can afford them, that's fine for them. And I just said, look, it's a great signing. And anybody who said otherwise was an idiot, because it is a great signing. But suddenly when we go out and we get ourselves a forward who we're all happy with, everybody and their mothers, fathers and dogs are trying to piss all over our cornflakes and tell us that it was that we're overpaying. You know, the same fan bases from United's perspective that were dying to sign Nunez a week ago are suddenly tell us they backed off because we were overpaying. Fuck off. You backed off because you were told there is ne'er a chance in hell that you were getting near the fella and he wanted to play for Liverpool. Much like Fabinho, Thiago, the manager himself. So yeah, don't let anybody ruin this for you. We're going to get it right. He's going to be a success. And we're going to challenge Manchester City again next season. If anything, opposition fans should be thanking us for making the competitive title race every season, because if it wasn't for Liverpool going head to head, really putting it up to Manchester City, it would be a cakewalk every season. It would be a procession for Manchester City to just go and lift everything, all the domestic cups, win the Premier League, and probably win the Premier League so much so and so easily that they could probably rest players and have an even better run at the Champions League. So you're welcome, football world. You're welcome. The amount of United fans who think they played us into paying too much for Nunez, Yeah, they played nothing. All they played was the loser, which they've played really well. I mean, that is a role that United have perfected in recent years. God bless them. But there have been some United fans as well who have been fair about this, have been realistic about this, and I'm saying that because I know we've got Sean and we've got John and a few other United fans who are in our community and chat with us every day, and they've put their hands up and gone, it is where we are. It is where they are right now. They can't compete with us on the footballing project side of things, which is great if you're a Liverpool fan.